everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This video is brought to you with the help of Blackout Coffee because I was up until 2 a.m. trying to get some work done and needed a big, strong cup of coffee this morning. Or 3. Blackout is a huge supporter of the channel, the Second Amendment, veterans, and the traditional values of everyday Americans. To get yourself some great coffee and help support the channel, go to blackoutcoffee.com/libertydoll. Alright gang, I promised another video on the Daniel Banyai situation, but it turns out this video is different than the original plan. If you don't know the situation I'm referring to, you can check out the first video linked above or down in the description, but the short version is that a man bought 30 acres nestled among slate quarries up in Vermont, turned it into a gun range, and the townspeople got big mad. They tried several different methods to run him out of town, including claiming his legally registered firearms school is a covert paramilitary training facility. Daniel is a master NRA instructor, an FFL, and as far as I can tell, had all of the appropriate paperwork. So in the end, the town of Pawlet sued him through environmental court, claiming he never had a proper building permit, and after a legal battle spanning years, the judge put out a warrant for his arrest last week. When I spoke to Daniel last Friday morning, he made several allegations of corruption, racism, and fraud committed by town bigwigs and claimed he was being targeted for calling those issues out. He even sent me video of a town hall meeting in which he read off racial and ethnic comments that were made about him that allegedly the town council members liked on Facebook. Unfortunately, in all of my research, I could not confirm about 90% of his other claims. The closest I got was that a prominent 84-year-old man in town from a well-known family who was charged, but as far as I can tell, never faced jail time for use of Chinese massage parlors that were part of a sex trafficking ring, and the police chief has a misdemeanor charge for buying a 20-year-old woman a drink at a bar. He had apparently done that before and gotten a slap on the wrist and was disciplined internally, but remained the chief of police. That doesn't necessarily mean the rest of his claims aren't true. It could just mean that there's no paper trail that I could access via standard internet searches and social media. That part I will leave up to you all to decide. What I did learn for sure was that Daniel was, in fact, given a permit for his range, but that the judge revoked it, claiming that whoever issued it in the first place wasn't supposed to issue it. Now that we're up to speed with the history, here are the 2 new updates. First, that the Rutland County's Sheriff Office said that they were not going to execute the warrant. The town contacted Sheriff David Fox to go and take Daniel in, and he told them it's not his office's responsibility. He told the town council that his office doesn't have a contract with Pawlet, and so they could kick rocks. The town responded by sending him a letter citing a statute that any sheriff who refuses to execute a warrant within his precinct would be subject to fines of $100 per day. Then they gave Fox until the 14th to execute the warrant, or else they threatened to sue, which is what I call an ultimatum. Fox pointed to Judge Durkin's order calling for any law enforcement in the state to arrest Daniel, and said that therefore it doesn't fall squarely on his department's shoulders. He said he has no interest in knocking down Daniel's door in a guns-blazing show of force, and according to him, the state police don't either. But now the update to that update is that all of that is moot, because rather than face an indefinite jail sentence, Daniel has agreed to demolish his range. It's a sad state of affairs, as he told me his range was open free of charge and was a family-friendly facility for all types of people. He also runs an organic farm on the property and, according to a statement, has chosen to comply for the welfare of his animals. His lawyer, Robert Kaplan, said that Daniel couldn't find proper arrangements to care for the livestock while he would have been in prison. Ultimately, Daniel was forced to put his responsibility to the animals ahead of the principles he has fought so hard for, despite his willingness to lose his liberty in service to his cause. At the end of the day, Daniel was unwilling to allow innocent animals to become casualties of his conflict with the town of Pawlet. At this time, it does not seem like he'll be doing it Martin Heemeyer style. Shucks. However, Daniel also has a federal lawsuit going against the town that is still ongoing. The lawsuit names the town, Judge Durkin, and 20 other people as defendants and claims violations of his Second and 14th Amendment rights. According to his attorney, that lawsuit is unaffected by his choice to comply with the court order. Alright gang, that is the update as promised. You know all of the algorithm things, like, share, and subscribe. If you are new here, drop a comment down below to help the algorithm. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and happy shooting.